Hello and welcome. I invite you to take a journey with me to explore the divine process of creation and how we came into being. This is a soulful look at the phenomenon of coming into being, which is quite a broad topic that can be interpreted in a variety of ways for which we could spend an entire lifetime examining. So because we're opening ourselves up to such a profound and complex theme in such a short amount of time, I wanted to make a video to prepare us for what we will be exploring. Of course, if we're talking about coming into being, we have to talk about the magic of birth and all the complexities that are woven into the process of a spirit connecting into the material form. In this instance, a human form, including the lineage of the body, the field of consciousness of the family and ancestral system, including all of its wisdom, capacities, and tragedies. To be born is a very deliberate, thoughtful, and calculated decision made by the soul before ever being born. This decision includes choosing our mother, our father, both of the ancestral lineages, which are genetically and energetically encoded into the physiology of the human form that each of us reside in. So with this in mind, we choose our parents, we choose our upbringing, our nationality, and all the lessons and experiences that we have throughout our lifetime. Each aspect of our life is carefully considered and chosen before and during the process of our coming into being. So let's take a deeper look into the birthing process, because a lot happens that we may not be fully conscious of as we prepare for our earthly journey of the soul. So before we incarnate, we are a free-spirited soul in the spirit realm. And each soul has its own lineage of lifetimes and experiences. And during the sacred act of union between the divine masculine and divine feminine forces coming together, a portal into our physical realm opens, allowing a spirit the opportunity to participate in the collaborative creation process on Earth with all the resources of the ancestral lineage from which it was birthed. And we all come in through this process. We all have a mother and a father, and at the moment of conception, we vow to be a part of the ancestral lineages of both parents. Once conception happens, our eternal and endless spirit begins to connect and join with this small growing fetus, and during this critical developmental stage, we begin to familiarize ourselves with the sensations of being embodied in this tiny human vessel. And this includes downloading numerous generations worth of information that is passed through the mother and father's genetic DNA. The mother's egg, which was formed within the baby's grandmother, which was formed in her grandmother, divinely chooses exactly which sperm of millions from the father is to join the egg in creating this new human being. Now, during this time in the womb, the mother provides for the infant, which allows the spirit to travel between the spiritual and physical worlds. However, the spirit remains very close to the mother and to its body, and is completely aware of everything that is going on around them. During this developmental stage, we begin to form our divinely chosen ancestral purpose. So while we are downloading all of this information from our mother's ancestral lineage and our father's ancestral lineage, a purpose begins to form for this being, for this lifetime, and for this ancestral lineage. And in 9 months' time, at birth, the soul must make a crucial decision. That is, whether to say yes to being born, thus saying yes to its mother and its father, the ancestral lineage of its body, its ancestral purpose during its lifetime, and the human experience that it is about to embark on during all of the major predetermined experiences, including when and how it is to come into being. Now, some souls choose to enter the body during the birthing process in order to fully feel and comprehend all of the painful and agonizing sensations of being human, as it's literally squeezed through the birth canal, which is an experience that activates specific qualities and resources, or to enter into the body after being birthed. Either way, birth is a profoundly altering experience for both the soul and the infant, and the spirit must make a decision soon after the umbilical cord is cut from its mother's life support. The baby's body depends on the soul to enter the body within minutes after delivery. And some souls change their mind just before birth, resulting in a stillborn. Or if the spirit decides beforehand to not fully incarnate, the mother will experience a miscarriage or abortion, depending on the unique ancestral dynamics of the parents' lineages. In either case, a life that was conceived is always considered a full life that was created, no matter how long or how short. And during the entire process of coming into being, we have all of the support and guidance from our spiritual guardians and guides. So once we're born, during the early years of life, the soul has a lot more flexibility to travel between the spiritual and earthly planes, which is why the baby sleeps a lot for the first 2 years of its life. The soul is getting last-minute instructions, directions, and wisdom from its spiritual guides, guardians, and mentors. And this is all happening while the baby's body is recovering and continues to form and relaxes into its human experience. There is a lot of strong spiritual activity going on during this time, which is why many toddlers and young children have such a strong spiritual connection and express themselves in ways that adults often find difficult to understand. Now, this perception of incapacity of newborns and toddlers to communicate with adults is another fascinating feature of early life. If they did have any recollections of the spirit realms and their previous lives before birth, they would be unable to articulate them, creating a disconnect from previous lives to this life. And it's a disconnect from expressing their prior spiritual understandings, which creates this sort of veil in between the spirit world and the material world, which is necessary. It's a tool and a blessing that frees the soul from the loads of recollections of previous lifetimes. And this is all for the evolution of the soul and making us more spiritually advanced as a result. It enables us to focus on the process of learning about our family dynamics, while fully immersing ourselves into our environment and human experience so that the soul is completely free to face this lifetime with open eyes and a heart full of possibilities to work with the teachings of this current moment and this current lifetime, so we can grow and learn all the intricacies of human relationships, emotions, and all the difficulties that come along with these experiences. The soul incarnates to feel happiness, grief, love, and all the facets of life. This is what I'm inviting us to explore during our healing circle together. Coming into being isn't just about the intricacies of birth. It's also about the numerous soul contracts that we hold with certain people, events, or situations that come into our life for a specific purpose or meaning, which are all pre-incarnational agreements guiding us for our own spiritual development. This can be family contracts, romantic contracts, karmic contracts, and mentorship contracts. So if any of this is intriguing to you, and you feel like there is a deeper meaning and purpose for your life experiences and want to learn more about them, or you feel like there is more to this physical existence than the daily routine that you may find yourself in, then I invite you to sign up for this healing circle as we explore the cosmic dance between the spirituality of the human experience, the sovereignty of our free will, and the divine phenomenon of coming into being. So I welcome you to join us, and I hope to see you there. Thank you. Bye, guys.